Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here today. And I'm very excited to share this month's mini dream workshop on careers and what dreams have to say about careers and how dreams can guide us in our careers. This is a series of mini dream meetups, which I'm running every month, every last Tuesday of the month. And we'll be looking at bite-sized aspects of dreams, helping you to understand your own dreams. If you're watching this on YouTube, then a very warm welcome to you as well. And if you enjoy today's session, then please like and subscribe to the channel, and so you'll be notified of more videos as I post them up. It's an interactive session, so if you've got any questions, please feel free to pop them in the Zoom chat, or if you're on YouTube, pop them in the comments section and I will reply there. Leanne has very kindly offered to coordinate the comments as we go. So thanks very much, Leanne, for that. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Olly, and I'm a holistic counselor and energy healer. One of the ways I help people is through their dreams, helping them to move forward in their life. My passion for dreams started a few years ago in 2018, and I've been studying the work of several dream teachers since then. And in particular, Michael Sheridan is, in my opinion, a particularly gifted dream interpreter, well worth checking out his channel. He does a weekly podcast, has written some books on dream interpretation and his own experiences in the spiritual field. And he runs courses pretty much all the time. So look him up, really, really worthwhile that. And a lot of what we'll cover today is from his work and his teacher before him, George Ratigan. So let's dive in and find out how dreams can guide us in our careers. We'll be looking at a couple of things here. We'll be looking at the interpretation rules of dreams, just as a reminder of what we need to be looking for in dreams. And we'll be having a look at what energies are involved in the topic or the theme of careers. Then we'll take a look at some dream symbols, get you familiar with what type of archetypal symbols can come up in dreams. And we'll try some dreams. We'll have a little look at a couple of examples, see whether you can figure them out, and see what how they're trying to guide the dreamer. So, some dream interpretation rules. The language of the subconscious is symbolic, and it comes in metaphors. And when we are in a dream, we completely understand our dreams at a subconscious level. It's when we come into the waking world that we kind of go, what the heck was that dream all about? Because we just don't understand the language. Well, I'm here to try and help you understand that language a bit better. So the first thing is that everything in a dream is an aspect of me. So let's say I have a dream and these rules are going to help me to understand it. Everything is an aspect of me or how I react to it. So these might be people, and people would represent aspects of your personality. Solid things are often about the body. Fire, heat might be emotions. Air, weather, interiors of a room would be the state of mind. And water is often a spiritual or a cultural life symbol. In a dream, there's a chain of cause and effect. So when you're interpreting a dream, you're trying to find that link between the cause, which might come early on in a dream, and is usually an emotional response to your parents very often, and the effect, which is then the negative effect being experienced now. So dreams are going to be pointing out problems that they're asking you to go forward in and solve and heal. I am responsible. I'm responsible for everything in my dream. And so delays at an airport, you might be tempted to blame it on, I don't know, somebody who's with you who's forgotten the passports. But no, at this level, this rule means that you are actually responsible. In some way, you would be sabotaging a project that's not got off the ground, which is or about to get off the ground if you hadn't got in the way of yourself. So any roadblocks or obstructions are a classic thing to look for in dreams. And avoidance. If you're trying to avoid something in a dream, then that's what you need to face up to and to accept. So with those 4 rules, there are a couple of other things, other rules I'll just add on to those. And the subject matter of a dream is a really good one to try and pin down at the beginning. And it's usually shown by at least a couple of symbols, often at the beginning of the dream. If you can title your dream, that's a really good clue for the theme. The location of the dream also is a great theme clue, and colors are particularly useful. And we'll be talking a bit about colors today. Another rule is if it's too good to be true, then it usually is. And this is usually a healing device that dreams use. So if you happen to come across a lady who is so wonderfully kind and so generous, then it's very likely that this is actually a healing device, because perhaps when you were much, much younger, you didn't get that perhaps from your mother. And so it's a kind of indicator that that would be the cause of what you are experiencing now. And consider what is not happening that you would expect to happen normally. That's also a good clue in dreams. Okay, so in a career, there are certain aspects of a career, certain energies, you could call them, that we need to have. And these energies are actually associated with energy centers, or sort of energy power centers in the body. And these are called chakras, you're probably familiar with. The root chakra at the base of the spine is about the survival instinct, the basic needs that we have, ability to survive independently in the modern world and make a living. So the root chakra contains some energies, those kind of energies, which are essential in a career. The sacral chakra is in the lower abdomen, and that's linked to sexuality and pleasure. So it enables us to make choices based on what makes us feel good or what will bring us pleasure. And so in a career, I mean, we want to enjoy it. We want to make decisions that will bring us enjoyment. The solar plexus chakra is in the stomach area, and the solar plexus chakra contains energies which are all about ambition through action, purpose, and drive. So you can see the first 3 chakras here contain the energies that are really quite essential in a successful career. Of course, we're going to need all of our energies and different aspects, the inner aspects as well, in order to be successful. But these are the kind of foundation of a successful career. And these colors will appear in dreams. When you mix red with yellow, you get orange. And so orange very often appears in dreams as an energizing color, seen in career dreams to heal the dreamer in some energy aspect to do with their career. Orange does appear in other dream themes as well. Orange and black is pretty much certain that it's a career dream. It's an indicator for a career dream, because black is a fear when it comes up in a dream. It's a negativity that the dreamer has. And so when you mix black and orange together, we've got this fear of some career aspect. And if you think about a career or a job, you know, sometimes we spend most of our time, or a lot of our time, feeling quite fearful in that. Are we going to lose our job? Are we going to get that promotion? What if you don't make the deadline? What will the boss think? A lot of fear associated. So you'll often see a tiger. In fact, we had a dream come in just this morning from somebody who said that they were lying next to a tiger in their bed. So that was a sort of immediate, oh, okay, that's a career dream. And also you'll see basketball. A basketball is round, and round objects in dreams are often about ideals and goals. So here we have how you pursue your goals in the game of life, as symbolized by the basketball. So having balanced masculine energies is vital in a career. And these masculine energies are a lot of them are contained in those first three chakras. Things like logic, rational thinking, confidence, belief in yourself, feeling worthy, security, individuality, courage, feeling supported, or managing, making decisions, and having responsibility. The feminine energies are the inner world, and they range from compassion, feelings, caring, listening, and forgiveness. And it's interesting to note that effective leaders actually need this feminine energy of leadership, which works through the heart chakra, and it empowers others who look for their help, and the best leaders will be compassionate. So let's go on to some dream symbols. So the first one, bread. Well, you'll find that dreams very often take symbols or sayings that we have. For example, taking the bread home or earning a crust. And this very often signifies income, or how your career, or perhaps it's a financial burden, affects something else in your life. So bread often turns up in career dreams. Office or office furniture. Well, if you're working in an office, it's not likely you're going to be doing manual work. It's mostly going to be to do with the mind. So an office or office furniture often signifies or symbolizes the mind. And therefore, it can also symbolize career. If you do a daily commute, then you'll be pretty familiar with the traffic. And that is used as an archetype in dreams very often to symbolize career. If you're caught in traffic in a dream, that is symbolizing how your career is hindering your achievement in your life purpose. Van or a truck, well, these are usually commercial businesses that need these vans and trucks, and they're often driven by males. So they are a masculine aspect or a masculine symbol. And often they stand for your father or a career, or sometimes both. Now, this one's a good one. People you know, and we had a question last month about what do different people mean in our dreams? And the first thing to ask yourself, if you have somebody that you know appear in your dream, is to ask, what are their positive traits? And if some positive traits spring to mind immediately, then the dream may well be asking you to adopt those positive traits and helping you to move forward. But also ask, what are their negative traits? What really niggles you about them? And the dream will be asking you to eliminate those if those are perhaps predominant, in your opinion. Some more dream symbols for career. Office shoes. So office shoes in general are about moving forward in your life in some respect. So office shoes, makes sense, are about moving forward in your career. And if we take some high heels, for example, then, well, high heels make you higher. And so this is really moving forward in your spiritual career. Obviously, it probably only appear for women, although who knows, I'm sure it might even appear for men at some point. If they're red as well, then the dream is asking you to move forward in your spiritual career with joy and passion. And no, it's probably worth noting that if you've got work boots appearing, then, or if you're wearing work boots, then that's often symbolizing the fact that you are doing work on yourself in some therapeutic fashion. A suit, well, that'll be business, so that's a good career symbol. Street, well, on the street, there are high street shops, and so hence a good symbol for career. If you're crossing a street, that's very often symbolizing the need to change your career. A train or a railway. Now, these can symbolize 2 or 3 different things. A train or a railway can represent the digestive system, because meat and foodstuffs used to be transported by train. It's also a kind of a visualization of the train of the digestive tract. But it can also represent career or course of life. Sometimes it can it can actually symbolize all three. So, for example, if you are being hurried to get on a train, then that is pressure to get on in a career. And that might be, for example, your parents are saying, come on, quickly, get on the train. So that might be parental pressure to get on in a career. If a train is crashing or derailed, then that's indicating some kind of digestive tract problems. Notice the pun there on tract or train tracks. It could be a warning. So this might be the consequence of a physical reaction if you keep on your current sort of path, as it were. So this would often be caused by family pressure to achieve in a career. Right, let's try a dream. This one is called U2 Concert, and it's one that Michael Sheridan had on his Dream Interpretation podcast, and it's well worth looking him up on that, and hundreds and hundreds of dreams you can look up and enjoy. So I was trying to park a small RV, white, with grey accents and a black and gold Toyota pickup truck inside a large garage at a U2 concert. So, any ideas what kind of symbols might indicate that we've got a career dream here? Well, if you've picked it up, you've probably seen the pickup truck. And so this dream is really asking the dreamer to pick up their career. So a bit of a pun there. Dreams like puns, and the spirit world does have a sense of humor. In fact, pretty good one as well. And we can see the dreamer is trying to park these cars. He's trying to park her career, put it into storage in the garage. So this doesn't look so good. And so the dream is really going to be saying, look, this is something you perhaps need to get going again. It's a U2 concert. Now, U2 is a pop group. And in our previous meetup, we discussed gifts. So if you see last month's Dream meetup, there'll be a link. I'll put that on the description under this video, so you can always check that out. Now, a pop group or a singer or an artist, pop artist like that, is going to be about having a channeling ability. Because what do singers do? Well, they sing lyrics and they communicate them to the masses. And that's much the same way that a channel or medium would do, is to take messages from the spirit world and communicate them to the world we're in. So she's a channel, and she's meant to work with groups, because U2 is a group. And we can see that she's kind of not really into this. Gray is a sort of mental denial of positive emotion. And it's a sort of sitting on the fence, not really committing. But the dream is adding some white to that. And white adds hope as an antidote to this gray, to try and give the dreamer confidence and hope. So we can see that the dreamer here has perhaps put down her career a little bit, put it on the back burner, and her higher self through the dream is saying, hang on, no, this is part of your life purpose. You need to get on and do this. And we've got black and gold in the Toyota that she's trying to park as well. Black is fears, so she has some fears around this, and that's probably about putting herself in front of people due to the concert setting. And the gold is a healing color that's often used to try and heal those fears. So when this dreamer was asked on the show, she admitted that she had only been given a couple of readings in the past few months, and that things had become quite quiet. So there we go. The dream is saying, come on, let's get going with this. This is your career, and it's an important part of your life purpose. Excellent. Okay, let's take a look at another career, another dream. So this is an excerpt from a dream, again from Michael Sheridan, and it's called Throwing Stones. I've titled it Throwing Stones due to this excerpt. I'm on a bicycle to visit my sister and her husband, but the handlebars keep coming loose. I see the front of a business owned by them. A tough guy appears and I am immediately afraid of him. He throws a stone at one of the windows of the business, which cracks all over. So what do we got? Well, the obvious one here is that we've got a business. So immediately we can kind of say this is likely to be a career-focused dream. When asked about whether the dreamer had a business or was in some kind of career for herself, she said that she just started a small business alongside her main job, and her main job was working for someone else. And then we see the sister and her husband. And remember that one of the symbols was other people, and other people can be a big clue as to the message that the dream is trying to put across. So when asked about her sister, the dreamer said that her sister and her husband run a very successful development business and are very confident about it. So the dream is saying that she has the same ability that her sister does to run a successful business. Now we got the bicycle bit. Now bicycles are all about the heart and emotions and feelings because they have wheels. Wheels go around and circulate, and the circulation system circulates in the body. So it's about the heart, but it's more on the emotional side, the feeling side here. And the handlebars keep coming loose. So it's a kind of a saying, I suppose, if you've not got a handle on something. She hasn't got a handle on following her feelings when it comes to her business. We've got to keep relating this back to the theme, remember, that chain of cause and effect. So then we get this tough guy appearing, this masculine energy, and she's afraid of him. So when it comes to business, the dreamer tends to be in her head, to rationalize. That's a typical masculine energy, and rationalize at the expense of her intuition. Now, the intuition comes from the window. And in fact, she's self-sabotaging because she sabotages herself intellectually because she's thinking of all the things that could go wrong here. She's throwing stones at the windows. She's seeing cracks in her intuition. The windows, again, are about intuition. So the message of this section of her dream is really saying that she needs to follow her heart, her feelings when it comes to her new business, and use that tough guy, use that strong intellect that she has. Of course, everything represents an aspect of you. So even the tough guy here represents an aspect of the dreamer. And tough guy, well, that must be a strong masculine aspect. And so she needs to use her strong intellect, use the tough guy to figure out how to achieve her business goals. So 2 examples there of how dreams can guide us in careers. And when we receive a career guidance dream, we're looking for balanced masculine energies. And yes, as I mentioned, we do need other energies as well. Those internal energies are more feminine energies, but those masculine energies of the first 3 chakras are vital for career success. And dreams are going to show us what we need to work on. If you would like some dream guidance, then we can ask for it. It's actually a really relatively simple process. Just write down your question, perhaps something like, please, can I have some guidance in my career or my business? Put it under your pillow at night when you go to sleep. And as you're falling asleep, just go around in your head and just keep going and saying, oh, I would like some career guidance. I would like some career guidance. And if you do that for a few nights, the likelihood is you're going to get some career dreams coming up. Your higher self has a kind of a priority list of things that it needs to send you each night. So, but it will grant you that after a few days. If you would like a dream interpreted, then please feel free to visit my website, which is oliverwedgwood.com. And you can submit your dream there, and we can take a look at it for free. And yeah, now's the time. If you have any questions about what we've seen today, about the symbols in careers, about the interpretation aspect, then please feel free to ask them now. Thank you so much for being here today. It's been great fun to explain this aspect of dreams to you. I hope you've taken something away from the session today that will help you to interpret your dreams, should they contain career guidance of some type. As always, very happy to take questions. If you're watching this on YouTube, then please pop them in the discussion or the comment section. I'll get right back to you. And you can always visit oliverwedgwood.com and submit your dream there if you'd like it interpreted. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you at the next dream meetup. Thanks again. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe on YouTube. Best wishes to you, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.